I just want to apologize for looking a little bit crazy, but I just got back from school and I just decided to throw on some powder and like quickly throw on some eyeshadow and some highlight, and I just kind of look like a hot mess, so I do apologize for that. Hey guys, it's Becky and welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing basically a product I regret buying. I am trying to do one of these every month, or I've been trying to, because I just get to test products. I get to test a lot of products out, and I usually tend to either return them or pass them to somebody else and forget to let you guys know how I truly feel about them before I pass them to somebody else. I decided to kind of just sit here and share with you guys a ton of these products that I've been kind of regretted, that have been kind of sitting in my vanity for a while. They've been sitting there and I kind of forgot about them, and so today I'm going to share what products I didn't like and what I don't recommend for you guys to buy. So let's get started with this video because it's kind of a little bit negative. So as a disclaimer, like always, I do apologize if I insult anybody that loves these products. Again, I am just a consumer. I collect makeup. And some things might not work for me and could be amazing for you, and the same vice versa. Something might be amazing for me and might not work for you, but that's just how it is. So let's move on and get started. So we're gonna do eyeshadow palettes, since I do have a few of them. Like literally, I cannot believe I have so many to share with you guys today. The first one that I want to share is this Becca eyeshadow palette that I purchased, like, I don't know, I think I bought this through QVC. This is the Ombre Nudes eye palette. Yeah, it has literally 5 shades. Okay, they're all matte, they're all swatch nice, they're all blend nice. My problem with this palette is that it's not what I expected color wise, because I ordered it online and I thought it looked a bit different, so that was a big like for me. But this is $44, I believe. I will have a link down below, but I regret buying it because it was so expensive. Like once I got it and I started using it, I was like, this is not $44. Like this doesn't like wow me at all. I do use this and I have used this before, and I probably will continue to use this, but I just don't recommend it for you guys because it is really expensive, and these colors you can probably find in any other palette because they're so basic. And this reminds me of like the Urban Decay basic palette, but the colors are not as cool tone as the ones in the Urban Decay. But still, a big fail for me. The next palette is a Sigma palette. I keep forgetting to share this with you guys. I know I showed it in a haul like a long time ago, but this is the Nightlife by Camila Coelho. Is that how you say it? I think it's just like Instagrammer or something. I don't know what happened, but she did have like a whole set of things with Sigma, and then I never ever saw her promoting it. So I don't know if something went wrong there in their relationship and it just didn't work out. Whatever, but I end up getting this package as a PR. Actually, I didn't purchase this, but the quality of the shadows is not all of it there. Like some of them are really, really beautiful, but some I don't. I don't see also the color of this eyeshadows are not something that I would wear. So I just didn't think. And then honestly, like I saw like her, I swatched some of them. They're like super light. They swatch nice, but they're super light. Once you put it in your eye, you're not going to get any of the color. Like these are so bright. But her Instagram just doesn't really say these colors. Like I don't know if they just put it together and then they just put her name in there. So I just don't recommend it. I don't think they sell it anymore, or maybe they do on their website. I'm not sure because I haven't really looked for it. But I don't recommend it. This black shadow especially is like so horrible. But all of them are super light. They're not as buttery or nice in the eyes, and I just, you know, I used it a few times and it never really worked out for me. Another eyeshadow palette that I got, I recently just got this about like a month ago, and I've tried to use this so much. This is actually by Givenchy, and the palette itself is like really pretty, and the packaging lovely, super pretty. I honestly just want to keep it for like the packaging. I don't want the eyeshadows. But anyways, the eyeshadows, I find that there is like how do you call it, like consistency. Some of these shadows are really nice, some of these shadows are really patchy, some of these shadows are no bueno, and so some of them, like I want to, oh god, this is so terrible. This one was like my favorite color, and swatching it was so horrible. I don't know if you guys are able to tell, but I swatched it in my arm, and by far the light shade is not, it doesn't really show up on my skin. It doesn't have enough pigmentation. The glittery one in the middle, this one right here, it is by far the worst one in there because it's straight up just glitter and it doesn't really show up, does nothing. The only one that's awesome is these two right here actually. This one specifically, the top one, it's the one right here actually, and it looks lovely and it swatches lovely and it actually blends nicely when you put it in your eye, but everything else in here is not good. So really expensive again, and it just, the quality of this is just, it's missing out. If all of these shadows were just like the one right here that I love, then I think everything else would have been like stunning, but it's not. The next eyeshadow palette that I have is the Urban Decay Nudes palette. Like, I love this palette so much, guys, when I first got it, and I don't know why, because I never really used it. So nothing wrong with these shadows. Most of them swatch lovely, which is a good thing. Urban Decay quality is usually amazing, so this doesn't like fall behind any of the other shadows. I bought it because I just collect all the Urban Decay eyeshadow palettes, the naked ones, and this one was the smoky version of them, and I don't really wear a lot of smoky eyes, and I just thought that maybe with this palette I would, or maybe experiment, or be able to even have smoky kind of eyeshadows if I do want it, to create that. But I just found that they don't look flattering on me. Like, I even tried basic smoky eyes, and it just don't look that well. And I know some of the matte ones over here, they're actually quite nice. So you could use that, like literally like basic eye look. Some of these as well, some of the end colors are quite lovely. Just the middle shades I just find, especially this one, and this one right here, just not my favorites. They don't flatter me at all, and so I stopped using this palette and stopped reaching for it because I just couldn't really work with it, and it just, every time I did, it just never looked nice on me. And so I just, yeah, so now I regret buying it because it literally sits in my collection nice and beautifully, and it's just another palette that is kind of gray tone, I guess. This is the Lorac Pro palette. I don't know if I mentioned this before, how much I regret purchasing this, but I hate it. Okay, I shouldn't say I hate it, I'm sorry, but I just found that all these eyeshadows don't look well on me, and they didn't last well. I think for a while I was so obsessed with the top row, like, I'm not gonna lie. But as I used it more and more and started playing with some of the matte shades, like the darker sides, I just realized that it doesn't, again, look very nice on me, and the quality of these weren't like amazing as the first palette that they have. I found that they didn't like blend nicely, and then whenever they did blend, it wasn't like I looked amazing kind of situation, and I just stopped using it because I found better palettes. And you know, if you have it and you can work with it, that's great. But I feel like there's just so many other palettes that are much better, and so the quality and the color range in this just didn't really work for me, and I don't really reach for it as much. And so I regret purchasing this because there's nothing really special on this palette. Moving on to a foundation. I feel like today's video is all high-end products, but today I have another really high-end product that I regret buying. This is the Marc Jacobs Remarkable foundation. I was loving this foundation, to be completely honest. If you guys do want a full review, let me know, but let me tell you what happened with this foundation and why I don't like it and why I don't use it. So basically, one day I was running late and I decided to use this by itself, no primer, no setting powder, and I think that was my error. Maybe I should have said it. Okay, so I'm not overly oily. I am not like, especially it was winter time, so I shouldn't get any like super crazy oily, but anyways, I used it. This color specifically, honestly, because I actually tried another one. This is in beige, by the way, 33. I tried another one, I gave them a sample, and it worked really good for me, so that's why I went and I purchased a full size, which is this one, because this is like $60 or something crazy. Anyways, I put it on, I went to work, and during my break I decided to go to the bathroom, you know, and I haven't had a foundation actually that has literally melted off my face. I don't know, it looked like somebody spilled something on my face, and it was like, you know, just like melting away. It was so ugly, and I was like, what the fuck is going on? I was like, I need to wash my face, but then at the time I was like, oh my god, I feel like if I take it off, I don't have my makeup wipes. It was all really weird, and I decided to just blend it in again, and then once I blended it with my hand, again, it looked fine. I washed my hands, I went to work. An hour later, it had melted again. It was really weird. It was just this foundation that could not stick to my face. It just kept like melting away. It was really weird. I don't know if anybody has had this experience with this foundation, but I did, and I absolutely hated it. And now I don't want to use it because I'm scared that that's going to happen again. Now, the first time I tried it with the other color that they have, not the beige one, but the same foundation but in another color that I can't remember, it didn't happen. And I used it by itself and actually worked well. So I don't know if it was just this foundation specifically, like this color, like the formula is a little bit different. I don't know, but I didn't like it, so I regret buying it. I actually have the box, and I know the receipt is somewhere in here, so I need to go and return. I have a lip product, which I'm really sad it didn't work out for me. This is the Too Faced. These are the matte lipsticks that they have. I have this one specifically. This is the color Bachelorette. I have another red one that worked well. The formula is a little bit different, but this one in Bachelorette, it just, I mean, it's a beautiful color, and look at the pigmentation. It's great. It is very drying in my lips. It feels really cheap on. I have other matte lipsticks and they feel nice and they just go on smoothly, and this one doesn't do that. It looks really cheap and it wears off quite quickly. Like everything that your lips will touch, it's gonna get all over and it's just gonna look messy, and in 2-3 hours of wear it's gonna be completely gone, and so I didn't like it. I'm still testing this one's out. Actually, I want to do a lip swatch so you guys can see, because some of the colors are just so bad. So not all of them, but some of them. And so this one specifically I actually tried on and used for a day and I hated it. So another random product that I got, I think I got this a while back. This is the Smashbox Brow Tech Shaping Powder. It's in this little weird little applicator. You're supposed to put it on. I just found that this one was very it's like right there, how do you say it, the application, because of the brush, is like too soft. It's not very good. The color, this is in the color, what is this, I don't know, but this color was just also not for me. And I found that I will put it on, and especially if you put it in the ends, it would like not really stick to my eyebrows and will kind of like melt off, and it was really weird. I think somewhere along the day I must have like gone like this, and this powder does not dry or something, and it got something went in my something was going on in my eyebrow, and I decided, I'm like, this thing is just not very good, and it's literally powder that kind of sits on top of it, and it doesn't really set, it doesn't really do much, there's not a lot going on, and the application is really weird and strange, and I just don't recommend it. I couldn't work with it, and so I don't like it. And the last product in here is a bronzer by Estee Lauder. This is the Bronze Goddess. Guys, I had such expectations on these product because I got it on sale on Nordstrom and I was so excited. Maybe that's why it was on sale. Anyways, this is in medium, and I just thought that maybe it was a little bit, I mean, look at the color. It just looks so like it's gonna work out, but let me swatch it, because this literally, look at how like beautiful it looks. I have to like really rub it in to get some color of this stupid bronzer. So when you use a brush, it's the worst. Now this is pretty big, so I cannot be using my finger to apply it. It's actually really awkward to use my finger. I usually get just a brush, dip it in there and try to put it on, and it just takes forever to get any color of this bronzer. I have to dip it, put it on, dip it, put it on, dip it. Eventually I can get a nice color out of it and I like it, but it just takes a lot of work and it's not worth it. So I don't like this at all, and it's not like the other bronzers where you get like that immediate like kind of like workable, blendable color. You really have to work on it, and I think that should not happen. So that was it for the products I regret buying. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what products have not worked for you guys this month. I would like to know. But yeah, so again, thanks so much. Make sure to subscribe if you guys are new, and again, I apologize for my weird look today. I'm telling you, I had such a long day today at school, and I was really in a talkative mood, and as I'm cleaning here, I'm like, I need to mention these things to you guys. So anyway, again, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.